I was talking to my brother actually yesterday, and I told him, hey, I might as well go back to football because I'm grinding harder than I ever grinded before, and I'm not even playing football.
What's going on, Rob? Where you at?
Hey, Jules, how you doing, man? I'm just in Florida right now, relaxing, taking in the sun, laying by the pool, just chilling out, man. I just went absolutely ham. I was talking to my brother actually yesterday, and I told him, hey, I might as well go back to football because I'm grinding harder than I ever grinded before, and I'm not even playing football. So,
Yeah.
like, I might as well go back because playing ball would be easier than what I've been doing over the last 6 months. But I appreciate, all the people in my life. I appreciate all my jobs. I'm definitely thankful for every job that I had throughout the season. I would just say the travel was really tough. That's where the grind is. So I'm just chilling right now, getting back into a routine, getting all my workouts. But just overall, I'm very thankful for the last 6 months. Football season was amazing. It was entertaining. All the jobs that I had were entertaining, from going on the Kay Adams show to, doing the Fox pregame kickoff show, going on your show before my show on the Fox kickoff show. So just going on all the
Hella
shows was
shows.
amazing. Hell of
Shows
shows all over the
galore.
place. So I'm
No,
doing good, though. Very thankful for it all.
wait up. People got to realize, like, this Super Bowl, it's busy. It's a busy time of the year for us, especially if you're a retired athlete and you're in the media game. Rob had so many obligations. Like, I was busy. I had obligations and working events that I had to go to, and I did a lot. And Rob did like twice of it. Like when we did that shoot for the start of the kickoff show with Lady Gaga and the responders, we woke up at 3:00. We woke up at 2:30 to do that, and then we did that from 3:15 to 4:30, and then Rob had like two other shows to do. I had a break until my media day, but Rob bounced back to back two fucking freaking appearances, which, like, it was a lot. Like, I was feeling for you, big dog. Like, Rob, when any of us had any free time, like, we all just went to our room and did nothing. Rob's getting NAD treatment, IVs. It's like we've come a far way, far from the days where, at the Super Bowl we'd be partying our faces off.
Well, put it this way, Jules. I didn't even go out one night. I actually went
Same.
to a FanDuel party Friday night, but I went from 9:30 to 10:30 only. I did the red carpet, and then I watched Megan Thee Stallion go on from 9:30 to 10, and watch her shake her booty all over the place, which was fun to see. Her perform her big time songs and get the crowd going. And that was the only night I technically went out, and it was only till 10:30 p.m. I had 3 drinks throughout the whole entire time I was there on the 5 nights I was in New Orleans, which is pretty impressive. Last time I was there for the Super Bowl in 2013 or whenever it was, I probably had 3 drinks in 3 minutes one of the nights that I was there. So I'm proud of myself. We're growing up a little bit, Jules, and I like it, though. We're more responsible. And that Lady Gaga shoot, it was just so sentimental and powerful, and it was just bringing America together on the biggest day in sports, which was just really cool as well. It was well worth waking up at 2 a.m., even though I went to bed at 11 p.m. and woke up at 1 because I was nervous I was going to oversleep my alarm. And then I did that shoot, which we were like delirious. We were just cracking up, making silly jokes with all the police officers there and first responders, which was really cool to see all them. And it's just so cool to see their personalities as well, because they were laughing at whatever we were saying. So I really like them, because when people laugh at our jokes, I really, really tend to like them more. And the National Guard, they were cool as heck with those machine guns, AK-47s just going across their chest. And then I went on Good Morning America to promote the Kick of Destiny #3 at 7 a.m. And then I had my first feature ever with Travis Kelce.
And you were nervous about it. And you killed it.
I was nervous. I appreciate that, man. And what
you
was
killed
so cool.
It. And then you had an on-field interview.
Good. Yes, and then I had an on-field interview, my first ever, with Dallas Goedert. That was really cool. But Dallas Goedert and Travis Kelce, I want to give a shout-out to both of them, because that feature was my first with Travis Kelce, and that on-field interview that was live was my first with Dallas Goedert. And I appreciate them because they made me feel comfortable when they walked into the interviews. Like, Thank you guys. Like they were loose. They made me feel loose because I was nervous. It's the first time I've ever done that. So those guys are super cool. I was cheering for them both, and they both had great seasons, and I respect them both as players as well.
Yeah, that was a crazy game. That was a crazy game. It's I feel bad for the Chiefs because they didn't put their best game out there. And anytime you go into the last game of the year and you play that was like their worst game. You know, and you got to tip your cap to Philadelphia because they beat the shit out of them all game. But like, you know, they didn't put their best product out there. They didn't pick up the protections. They got manhandled by the defensive line. Vic Fangio, you got to shout out Coach Vic. First Super Bowl. He's been coaching in the league, I believe, since 1986. I mean, I actually got to ride back with him after the Super Bowl. So we did the post game show, right?
Yeah, how did that happen, Jules? Yeah, so I did my post game show, which was really quick. I had about one segment, and then I saw that you guys came on after us, and you were on for how long?
We were on for like an hour, and it was awesome.
Cool.
We got to interview Saquon, who just a humble dude. I've had relationships with him over the years. He's no one better to win a Super Bowl than Saquon. We talked to A.J. Brown, and it was awesome to get to catch up with him. We had a cool story. I left him a note in his Super Bowl locker.
What inspired you to leave him a note at his locker?
Well, Vrabel, when we were practicing at the Greenbrier against Tennessee in A.J. Brown's rookie year, I think Vrabel or my boy B. Bell, who I played with at Kent State, who was a strength coach, they introduced us and wanted me to go talk to him. You know, he's a young gun talent he was just like a phenom. You know what I mean? They just, you know, I was at the pinnacle of my career at that time. And so we just went and talked, and we talked after that, and he still remembered what we were talking about. And I kind of just gave him a reminder that it's a long ass game, stay in it. And I'm so proud of where he's gotten to. Like, that was his rookie year, and to see that he's a top 3 receiver in the National Football League now, and he's been doing it at a high level for a consistent amount of time. A lot of noise, but always balling. Like, I was just so proud of him because, you know, he was vocal. He wanted to win. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.